She's a yapper. But she's shy. She wants to travel. She ain't got a guy. She wants money. But her MBA dream said goodbye. Ooh, she's a poet. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I will be talking about all of the books I got from Lock the Box book sale, which happened at Noida Sector 62 Bench Central. Uh, so for context, Lock the Box book sale is a book sale uh, organized by Bookjo, which is a second-hand book selling website. I guess one of the biggest selling portals here in India. So in this sale, there are three prices of boxes. Uh, you enter and pay for the box, and whatever amount of books you can fit in that box, those books are yours. So you don't pay for the individual books, you pay for the box. So let's say the box that I got was the smallest one for rupees 1200, and the next one is for rupees 1500, 1600, and the final, the biggest box retails to rupees 3000, 2999. I got a total of 15 books, and all of them, like 90% of them, are brand new books. So yeah, let me tell you my strategy. So I wanted to have like the most profit. So my strategy was to avoid uh, taking books that I can easily find on Daryaganj, Sunday Book Market, or even online for cheaper prices. So I targeted books that are not easily available on cheaper prices, online or offline. Plus, because I wanted to fit more amount of books, like when half of the box was filled and half was empty, I specifically went for the books that were shorter in length but at the same time pricier. First book that I got is A View from Bridge by Arthur Miller. I have two more books by him. I've heard like he's a very famous playwright. I have yet to read any of the books by him. I don't know, for some reason I keep avoiding reading plays, even though I have like loads of them. Maybe this will be my month-end read in July. Also, I know nothing about this book. All I know about Arthur Miller is like the time period. What he writes is about 1920, post-World War, I guess. No, it's even after the Great World War, the Big Rich era. Yeah, after 1920, 1947, his first book was published. So yeah, I have just been avoiding books from this era, even though this is the time period which I prefer most in movies. Maybe I should just read it. Next, I got Men Without Women by Ernest Hemingway. I have now a total of 4 books by Ernest Hemingway in my shelf, and I have read only one, that is oh my god, I have again forgotten the name of that book, the one with the whale. The Old Man and the Sea. I have The Old Man and the Sea. Yeah, it's written here. And I have A Farewell to Arms. I have A Death in the Afternoon, and now I have this one as well. I know that A Farewell to Arms is like a really tragic book. I have been avoiding reading that, but at the same time, I know it is exactly what I want to read. Men Without Women. Actually, Haruki Murakami also has a book by same name. It is a collection of short stories, and I also struggle with short stories. The book that I got is 20 Love Poems by Pablo Neruda, and yeah, this falls under that talking that I was. Sounds ASMR. My sister actually has a copy of this book, and she loves this book. I thought, why not I should give it a try. Also, I've been trying to read more poetry books. I have started 2 of them. Still struggling with both of them, and I don't know. There is something about poetry books. Next book that I got is The Unbearable Lightness of Being by Milan Kundera. Don't know nothing about this book, but the title sounded familiar, and I think on BookTube only I heard someone say this is a very good book, and I have this is a favorite and favorite books. Of course, this is gonna be good and expensive. Yeah, like I was saying, this I have heard of this book, and I have heard good reviews about this. Although I right now I remember or recall nothing about what this book is. And this is the only like huge second-hand book that I have in this haul. Otherwise, all of them are unread and brand new. Oh, it has a message to Dhanya, wishing her luck for all her future endeavors, and that she would one day fulfill her dreams. Good luck. This is another favorite and favorite book. It is John Skelton poem selected by Anthony Farr. Nothing, I know next to nothing about this book. The cover reminded me of Vincent van Gogh for some reason, and that is the main reason I picked this up. I know this is a good book. Like, I have collected so many books, so I do not have to Google that what this book is about, because somehow somewhere I have heard about this author or the book. And even if I do not know about the book, I have adopted this hobby from a lot of booktubers, that you should give chances to books that you know nothing about, that are not raved about online. You might find a lot of gems. Yeah. Next I got Peter's Clement by Albert von Camiso. I have actually read this, loved it, gave it 4.5 stars. It's actually among my favorite shelf. It reminded me a lot of A Picture of Dorian Gray and what was the book? The Stranger by Ariel Camus. It's about fitting in, not feeling normal, existential crisis. A lot of themes, similar themes. It's also about not knowing value of something, only knowing value of something after you lose it, and taking decisions without thinking or having limited knowledge. Love this book, and I can definitely see myself reading it again and again. Next I got Let Her Fly by Ziauddin Yousafzai. He's Malala's father. I have actually read it, loved it. Last year in June I read Malala's autobiography, I Am Malala, and while I was reading I was really admiring her father. I could see like the way Malala is because of her father and his influence. So I was definitely very intrigued by his personality, and I did not know he had a book also. So when I saw it in the shelf, I said, "You're coming home with me." And this is actually the first book in all of these that I picked up. That's it. I got A Passage to India by E.M. Forster. It is a new Penguin edition, and it is brand new. It is also written that it is brand new, and I got it for what, like 85 rupees. I have put it in my Amazon cart for 3-4 times. The Om publication edition, it retails to rupees around 160 or 170, I don't know, but for some reason I have always wanted this edition, and it has been expensive, 300-400 something, and now like everything happens for a reason. I got this. I used to think this is a non-fiction book about the author's adventures or just living experience in India, but it is actually a novel. Let's see how this goes. I have been in the mood of reading a lot of classics lately because I am rediscovering myself and going through something, a phase, whatever you call it. And like, I think when I'm alone by myself, when I'm enjoying my solitude, I tend to shift towards classics a lot because the beauty of that language, like it, the classics are written in such a way that you self-reflect a lot. So I am currently reading Jane Eyre, and I'm actually loving it very much. I'm on page 30 or 35. I have not read anything today, and since today is my off day, I'm planning to read it at least halfway through. Next, I got Edith Eaton. I don't know what is the name of the author and what is the name of the book. I always struggle with. Next, so the name of the author is Edith Wharton, and I got Ethan Frome by him. I actually have a very ugly looking copy of The Age of Innocence by him. It is also pretty short. I will read this or The Heart of Darkness when I'm in the mood for a short classic. Yeah, that is that. Also, I know nothing about this book. All I know is that it is a classic, and that's enough for me to know or buy this book. Next, I got Purple Cow by Seth Godin. I also got the audiobook of it on Audible. So, usually when I commute to work, I read a book. So, when when my sleep is fulfilled, I physically read the book, and when it's not, I listen to the audiobook. So this is for that time only. Next, I got Best of Friends by Kamila Shamsi. She is a very famous Pakistani author. Actually, in my masters, I had this paper called Violence and Memory Studies, and in it we had books from Holocaust. We had a chapter for violence, for partition of India, Israel Palestine also. So under the partition of India from Pakistan's POV, we had a book by her called what the fuck is wrong with my memory? Let me just pull it out of my shirt. You're dusty. Yeah. So in that paper, I had this book, Cartography by Kamila Shamsi. It is a story of, I guess, 4 or 5 friends whose life drastically changed because of the partition and the before and aftermath of the partition. I actually read this book in 4 hours. I remember I had a paper next day, and between 2 books, we had to choose one book. So I decided whatever question comes. Usually in Delhi University, when you write a paper, you are given options between 2 books and those questions. So I opted for this one, and I basically answered all of the questions that were around this book. As you can see, I made so many tabs, I made so many notes, and your girl finished it in 4 fucking hours. I believe the faster you read a book, the faster you forget it also, because I remember how I felt about this book, what it made me feel, the themes around it, but I do not remember the names of the characters or anything. Probably because it has been 3 years since I read it. I read it in 2021 or 2022 when I did my masters. Yeah, good times. So I'm planning to read these around similar time. Both of these are from, I think, Bloomsbury. Yes, Bloomsbury. But the sizes are varying. For some reason, these publishers decide to change the size every year or now and then. Yeah, that's that. Oh, can't see the synopsis. Oh, I love stories of Pakistan, Karachi. I don't know, for some reason. Next, I got Build Your House Around My Body by Violet Cooper Smith. I know nothing about this book. Like, I have an idea that this is about relationships, body dysmorphia, breakups probably. Oh my god, I'm so wrong. Two young women go missing decades apart. Both are fearless, both are lost, and both will have their revenge. Oh, sounds like A Thousand Splendid Suns. I was at Oxford's bookstore a year ago, and the hardcover copy of this book was on sale. It was on 50% off, so it was around rupees 300, and I almost bought it. I'm so glad I did not buy it because I got a brand new copy of it for rupees 85. This is the sound is the testament that it is a brand new copy. Maybe actually I should started reading right after I finished Jane Eyre. Ooh, next I got a cover because I judged it by its cover. And boy, it is a very highly rated book. It has a second part also, which I hope I get it in sale. It is Blackwater, The Flood by Michael McDowell. And the cover. It reminds me of Egyptian princess. And the flood part reminds me of Journey to the Center of the Earth movie. For some reason. It has two people in boat in it. And this lady looks like Medusa. The font is pretty big. It is a fantasy book, I guess. Can't wait to read it. I want, like, most of the time I read a lot of serious books, but I want to make fun books or just light reads apart from my reading as well. Next I got The Sea by John Mandeville. It is a classic book which I know nothing about. All I know is that I saw this cover and I was just thought, oh, soulmates. I don't know. I think I have some fascination towards water, I think so. Water in sunlight, glistening water, sparkling water, whatever I say. Does not make any sense, but yeah. Themes around water and fishes for some reason intrigue me a lot. Maybe I was a fish in my previous life. I don't know. Next, I got A Farewell to Arms. I cannot wait to read this book and get my heart shattered. I know how much Emmy Reeds cried and just admires this book. From previous Lock the Box book sale, I got the sister book of this book. Let me show you. I'm back. So I got Death in the Afternoon from the Lock the Box book sale, which happened in Noida in around December or January. And in June, I got this one. Now my set is complete. I actually like these vintage copies a lot. These were all of the 15 books that I got from Lock the Box book sale, and I'm so grateful that a thing like this exists. I am upping my reading game. Next, there is a book that I got from Amazon. It is The Fern Boy by Anshu Dasgupta. I don't like the fact that I don't read books from Indian authors or from Northeast authors a lot, or people from backwards community. So I've been trying to read Indian authors a lot, and it is a pretty short book. I hope I like it because the last one that I started gave me a reading stuff. It is the Speaking Tiger publication. I have been in awe of Speaking Tiger publication for a while now because their books are so different from what you see. This smells so good, and it is so floppy. That was that, and happy reading to all of you. Happy reading. So I don't know if I will make this part of the video or not. I got new heels. Ooh. Your girl is your girl has been standing on business. Like I mentioned earlier, I have recently switched to a new job, so I like going to events, conferences has been a part, and I wanted to buy new business formals and heels. Like I do have, but I get bored of old things pretty. But that's it. New heels, new waistcoat, and there's a new blazer as well. Standing on business.